Hello, my friends. Connie here. If you are feeling afraid, confused, overwhelmed, impotent, powerless, and don't quite know what to do right now in the U.S., as a citizen in the U.S., then this message is meant for you. And I hope you'll pause this and make yourself a cup of tea and sit down and relax and just listen to what I have to say to you for a few moments. I'll try not to be too verbose. There's no one that loses a match, a competition, a battle any quicker than those who lose their heads. People who fly into a state of reactionary behavior because of they're overwhelmed by their emotions, they lose their heads. They can't focus, they can't think clearly, they can't develop a strategy, and in effect, they create their own powerlessness. Because you are never, ever truly powerless unless someone ties you up, binds and gags you, and puts you in a room somewhere. You always, always are in your power because you have a choice. You have the ability to use your mind, your creativity, your intention, your strength of your character and spirit to resolve the situation. So if you're feeling afraid right now, you are perfectly human and reacting in a perfectly human way by reacting to all of this emotional flood you're getting. What they're doing, what the administration is doing is called flooding the zone. It's overwhelming you by throwing so many things at you. You become disoriented, confused, worn out, and exhausted so that you do not have the focus to pay attention and the energy to do battle with them and stop them in the areas that are the most important. Now, I know other people have been saying this to you in other ways, and I'm hoping that there are some of you out there that will just, for some reason, connect with me and resonate with my words and take them in and listen. We are going to win this situation, but we won't do it by losing our heads. So, fighting fire with fire only creates a bigger flame. So remember, the narcissists that are in charge, that are wreaking so much havoc right now, they aren't really fully in charge. There's people in Congress and agencies in our government, judicial people, that have the ability to put a stop to their actions. So the power that they're trying to convince you that they have is more of an illusion. So don't buy into it. What you need to remember is to pull your attention away from the digital, go on a digital diet. Pull your attention away from absorbing and trying to consume and digest everything that's going on. Get yourself centered and grounded. Get yourself in calm and peaceful state. Be outside in nature, sleep more, rest, play, do joyful things. Distract yourself from it to get yourself grounded again. And meditation and guided meditations are very helpful too. If you don't meditate well on your own and you like guided meditations, I'm going to be taping some and putting them here on my YouTube channel so that you can listen to them whenever it's convenient for you. So the point is, you need to get your nervous system back under your control. It gets hijacked by your emotions and your ego when you buy into the story that they're creating with all of these assaultive behaviors. They're trying to tell you that you're powerless to stop them. We have been so deeply conditioned to believe in our powerlessness in this country since we were children. First, we've just come from the Pluto and Capricorn era where it's authoritarian. It's power and control over. That's what we've been living through. So our parents started by having power over us, trying to teach us to conform to society. Then our teachers in school took over. And in past days, they were much stricter about maintaining power and control. When I was young, in previous decades too, the church played a strong role. Most families went on Sunday, and the church played a strong role with the spare the rod, spoil the child sort of philosophy. And then your employers. have this very authoritarian attitude towards you often, which is, if you don't like it, there's a dozen people waiting for your job. Then there's your government. People that were paid to work as in service to you. But while we have been complacent and growing much more complacent with keeping an eye on what they're doing, they have grown a bit, they haven't been able to resist the temptation thrown at them by the lobbyists. And even people that started out with good intentions and high integrity, many of them have fallen prey to the temptations and have gotten sucked into the game of money and power. So it's no wonder that you are feeling powerless. But I am here to tell you a truth that you need to listen to. You may have a physical body that's operated by a brain, a mind, and an ego. But within that body, the essence of who you truly are, what brings life to that body, is your spirit. Your spirit is a divine energy. It's electromagnetic energy and part of divine consciousness, and it cannot be destroyed. It is immortal. You can't destroy energy. You can only transform it or transmute it. So you are an ultimate power source within you. You are as powerful as a nuclear power plant. You just have forgotten because of the dense atmosphere of Earth and the amnesia it causes when we incarnate here, and the constant repetition from authority figures that you are powerless. It is time for us to all throw off that shackle. A belief that you hold deeply is nothing more than an idea, a thought that you've had over and over and over again. If you think the same thought repeatedly, it becomes a deeply held belief, and you think it's part of who you are. Beliefs are meant to be changed as we grow and evolve. If you are an adult human, you are not powerless by any stretch of the imagination. Now, we don't want to do battle with the forces that we're up against by being destructive and violent as they're trying to entice. Because that's the old barbaric way that we've handled life on this planet for millennium. We are moving into the age of Aquarius. We are moving into a major evolutionary jump and a new way of existing and interacting with each other as human beings. So we must have a different approach in doing battle with these forces. Now, I don't profess to be an expert, but I know that in my 7 decades of life, I've learned a thing or two. And I tend to go about this with a 2-pronged approach, with my physical self and my spiritual, energetic self. My physical self is going to do complete non-compliance. I will not comply. I will not be quiet and peaceful about anything that I feel is wrong, immoral. I will stand up and speak out and be heard and interfere with any situation that I see that I am able to, that is wrong, that is harming humans. I don't mean wrong by my judgments, but is causing harm. That is what I mean by something being wrong. Anything that causes harm to someone. So I will do those things, and I will not comply with the oligarchs and the capitalist, the greedy mindset of this society. I've stopped spending money. Since mid-October, I've only been in a retail store once to get a pair of sheets needed for my bed. And I have not spent any more money than that except for food and necessities. I have to tell you, not only is it good for my budget, but it gives me great peace of mind. Retail therapy is just another empty way, like abusing alcohol or drugs or cigarettes or food to fill up an empty hole. That hole exists because of us separating from our true self, our inner essence, and separating from our Creator. When we have that idea that we are separate from, we will become insatiable in trying to fill up that hole. And this is where taking the spiritual essence of yourself and integrating it with your physical being comes in. When I go into deep relaxed state or meditation, I connect with the source of all that is, And that can look different for all of us. And it doesn't matter what you call it, whether you call it creator, the universe, or spirit, or God, or goddess. Excuse me, it doesn't matter. What it is the intelligence, the basic intelligence and unconditional love that operates this whole universe and is in everything, including us. That is our essence. We are light and unconditional love. That aspect of me understands that there is nothing that will dispel darkness except flooding it with light. So by that token, I will every day send out an intention to see this world. I will visualize this world as being one of harmony and love, where people are united and helping each other, where people are no longer hungry or unhoused, where violence is the thing of the past, where all people get medical care and all of their needs are met. I'm going to hold that picture in my intention so vividly, it's as if I'm sitting and watching a movie. And every day, I'm going to take a few moments, 5 minutes will do it. And I'm going to go into a deeply relaxed state, and I'm going to fill my heart with that divine love. Fill my body and heart with it. And I'm going to send that out to cover this planet, this beautiful earth that sustains us, and all of its inhabitants, humanity, animal, plant life. I am going to flood this earth with love every day. And I also do guided meditations live on TikTok 3 evenings a week. On my channel, it's at ConnieLou54. I lead guided meditations there at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For anyone is welcome to come there for us to do first a self-healing visualization to bring ourselves back to calmness and center and get focused. And then at the end, we do a global healing like I've just described. If we all combine our efforts to send love out to bathe our world in our intention every day, even if you don't 100% believe you have that kind of power, you could still choose to do this as a practice, just in case you do. What you'll find by performing it is you'll start to feel that power rise within you. So this is my trying to bring an explanation and some comfort to you. If you're feeling fear and anger, allow yourself to do that, because it needs to be felt, listened to, and hear the message of it, and then released from your body. But let's try to do that in private and not post it on the internet for our adversaries to see, or for it to infect other people who are already tottering and wondering if they should be fearful, and we further infect them with that. Let us process those feelings in private. And if we can't overcome them, let's remember that we have the assistance of a team of angels, spirit guides, a creator, all sorts of entities in a different dimension just across the veil. They're poised to help us. All they need is for us to request it because of our free will. So, I want you to stop feeling powerless and start to do the things to draw away from this circus and this chaos that restore you and make you feel whole and joyful and strong again. Self-care. Love yourself in your own life. Follow your bliss. When a situation arises where you need to speak out, you can do it. You can do it through contacting your officials in government. You can do it through protesting. You can make videos. You can do it in whatever way your creative imagination guides you. Let your intuition guide you, and know that what you are seeing, instead of being fearful of, you are witnessing the panicked grasp of a dying authoritarianism world. All over this planet, in different countries, this is happening. Power and control is losing its grip, and it knows it. So it's grasping for that last little opportunity to hold its power. And we will dissolve it by flooding their zone with immense love for each other, unity for humanity. No more division. We've got this. We are living through the most amazing event throughout universal history, the evolution of humanity on the planet Earth, and a rebirth of the planet Earth. This is a great time to be alive, people. Change your perspective. Let's get our head in the game. Get focused. And remember that the power is in our hands, not your supposed adversary. I hope I've made myself really clear. Now, turn off your phone and your other digitals. Go do something beautiful, soothing, and joy-inducing for yourself. Or rest, take a nap. Let go of all of your fear and ask your Creator to help you let go of it. And let's start again tomorrow with a fresh attitude and a completely different perspective. I love you all. Peace to you. Have a kick-ass day.